Hi guys, welcome back to my video. I know that this is weird, but I decided that it's best to introduce this new segment I want to include into my channel, and it's best to first explain what I'm really trying to bring and what. Who am I kidding? You actually saw it on the title. Basically, I'm going to be talking about, excuse my voice, I think I've got the flu, but I was like, I have to get this video out because things are progressing and I have certain ideas I want to push out on my channel. So yes, as you have guessed, I am now introducing my brand new business, Kanyeli Creative House. So basically, this new business venture of mine, it's includes services of graphic design, social media management, digital marketing, and as well I'm trying to include SEO services, and as well, God, I just lost train of thought. SEO and copywriting services. Yes. So I opened this business back. I actually started this business idea in towards, I think, November 2023, and I think I made my first client. Yeah, November 2022 was my first client, and I then decided, basically, here's the story. I was looking for ways to earn money online, and I wasn't getting any luck with jobs. And my first ever job was being a social media manager, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I was like, how can I turn this into a business? From there, I started researching, and then I ended up expanding into content creation. So I do have content creation included into the services, which I didn't mention before because I had, yeah, so and then I was like, I kind of like this, so I ended up researching, and then I watched a lot of Latasha James. I think if you're starting out, you should watch her. She's really good. And from there, I just started implementing things that she was teaching, and also taking it bits and bobs for people who are from South Africa, because most of her advice is for people that are in the States, although it applies to everyone. But I kind of feel like things are much more difficult when you're this side, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I am so happy to finally just announce that on my channel. I think I've said it on my TikTok. On my TikTok, I do post brief behind the scenes of me building my business, and yeah, I think I'm very excited for the fact that I'm putting it out there and I'm actually putting the work. I haven't been a social media manager since 2024, last year, May, no, May, well, not May, June, and that was my first and ever client. I'll tell you the story later. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce this new segment where I will be posting, I think, at least once a month, where I will be sharing my knowledge on what I've learned as a social media manager, what you can do, where you can advertise, and basically just stay tuned for all of that, because I do want to share my knowledge with people. I don't think it's not that really accessible, and there's a lot of gatekeeping in this industry. I don't want to gatekeep. I think I should be that bridge between the information that we're not getting. It's so hard to find, and yeah, I'm just excited. So I actually got some questions I had on the phone, and I thought I should just ask them, like answer them. I don't know if they're fun, but yeah, I'm very excited for this business. I'm excited for what it could do, and this is more than just about money. If you're gonna ask me why I decided to do this certain particular kind of business, which I think you can tell, I can't say it's a agency. That's why I said creative house, because I have a deep passion of helping other businesses, which is funny. I could have just been a consultant kind of a thing, where I have so many good ideas for different businesses. And when anyone has a proposal for a business, I just roll. Like, I'm like, okay, you can do this, you can do that, and it actually works. And I was like, but I was more into the graphic design of stuff, so I'm very intrigued with social media, the algorithm, and it's basically the entire it's just a fun way for me also to be creative, because I am a creative child, and I'm quite nervous to show people my work. I've never done that before, and I think I'm just a little bit insecure. Yeah, so I'm very happy that I'm doing this right now. Yeah, I'm just glad, and I hope from here on out, I think I'm just basically doing so it's not like a shock when I end up posting a video that says how to create this design, how to build your business, and stuff like that. I just want to introduce my business and just officially just announce. So yeah, let's get into the questions, and maybe later on, once I'm fully established and I fully have a good system of my business, because let me tell you, my system of like working with clients and payments and invoices and orders, deliverables we call them, it's just all over the place, and I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm at the, like, when you build a house, I'm just at a point of like leveling the ground. We haven't put the cement for the the so it's hard, especially because I'm a full-time student, and I am trying to make a living out of this. So a lot is just on my plate, but this business is just more, it's actually not about the money, it's about the passion for me. So yeah, let's answer those questions now, shall we? So the first question I have: what is the most creative project you've worked on so far, and what's made it stand out? I haven't done a lot, but there was one where there was a construction company, and they didn't have a logo, they didn't have anything, and it was quite a fun because of the name. The name, I don't think I want to share that. The name of the construction company. So with that name, I had a lot of creativity on it, like especially in the letters and how to put this and that in there. It just made the creativity flow. Like, I don't know, it's when you get the name and already you envision how the logo is gonna turn out, and then you just know it's not gonna be in a boring logo. It's just gonna be unique. It's just gonna be theirs. And when people see that logo, you don't have to read the name. You just already know just by looking at the visuals it's theirs. That one kind of stood up because they actually gave me the freedom to just do whatever they wanted. Although I always ask my clients, what colors do you want? Is there color schemes that you want me to add? And they're chosen like an orange. It worked, but not for me. But yeah, it was the client, and you gotta do what they want. And I was actually happy at the end. They were happy. I also designed like the letterheads, logo, and banners, and they were so happy with them. I think that's what makes me love my job. I think it's also like that validation you get from your clients, like, oh, thank you, you just helped me, I didn't know I was stuck, like I'm your hero. Okay, next question: how do you stay up to date with the latest design trends and social media algorithms? It's really, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, the algorithm changes every day. So the question is, how do you stay up to date? The first part of the question is, how do you stay up to date with the latest design trends? Design trends, I'm gonna be honest, it's doom scrolling. you're gonna have to doom scroll and see what pops up a lot on your For You page, on your everything. It's literally just you scrolling and seeing what works, and then you use that and to what fits to the social media page. You sometimes the trends that go on don't interlink, and that's fine. But there are creative ways to make them link. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be honest. It's just doom scrolling, and it's also checking the stats. You can literally just Google what's trending. Um, but I don't wanna lie. That's literally how I get up to date, just by doom scrolling and just like, oh, that's what is popping right now. And then I save, and then I write it down and be like, okay, this is how it's gonna fit with the brand or the company, whatever. And then that's how I know. And then with social media algorithms, I just learned with TikTok, um, because I was like, okay, well, with TikTok, please stop listening to those people where you have to interact with comments. You're only helping those creators. Can we just stop with those people who could keep saying that you have to comment on other people's pages? You're actually helping them, not you. Please put two and two together. But I just realized that posting 8:30 a.m. in South African time, you are most likely to get more views. But I do suggest to okay, I'm giving tips now. I do suggest you posting for a month, go back to, or posting for 7 days or a whole week, and then go to your TikTok algorithm and see which different times gives you the highest views. And for me, I found out it was actually 8:30 in the morning. That's where I got most of my views are from, around that time. So, with Instagram is a mess. Uh, yeah, like Instagram algorithms are really are a mess. It is. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm not gonna say now, do this, do that. Algorithms are very complicated to understand, but what I do with the clients, I always go to our and then I see what trends, like what winner they followers are most active, what do they engage to the most, and also some social media platforms on the algorithm check out, so you can see where what people, what do your followers actually watch the most, like which trends they're watching, so you can follow along and play around with that. But Instagram, that's a messy platform. But anyway, I'm gonna ramble. Next question: what's the biggest misconception people have about social media management, social media managers, and graphic design services? I haven't dealt. I think the misconception mainly would be on the payment side of things. Oh, I think it's also the fact that people think we can do this for free. That's the that's one. No, please pay your graphic designers and your social media managers those consultation fees. Pay for them. Like what on? How do you think we bought the data, the electricity, and also our time? Because the consultation you have with your social media managers are not just like willy nilly. We go through your things. We see what's missing. We have to then brainstorm and then see how you fit with us. That's time. Pay up. If you want the service, put the money. Graphic designers, same thing, but I think with graphic designers, they're like, oh, it's just a hobby. They can do this for free. No. Do you know the thought process that goes into creating somebody's design? Do you know the mental capabilities and geniuses of a graphic design just to jump, not in literally graphic designers and social media managers jump into somebody else's head to make their creative side come alive. But we don't get the thanks, y'all just laugh and giggle anyway. I think that's the biggest misconception. I don't know if I answered that, but anyway, next question. Can you share a time when a client's vision surprised you and how you brought it to life? I can't really say right now, but yes, I have. I'll share more later, but I'm not jinxing shit for myself, so no. But yes, yes, I have. And how did I bring it to life? I'm yet to tell you that. Yet to tell you that. Thank you. Next question. What's one essential skill or tool that you think every entrepreneur should know about when working with a social media manager or graphic designer? Prioritizing. I think there's a lot that you do and a lot of admin, and especially when you're just starting out, you're trying to figure out systems. I think you need to set out time, but it's all skill and tool. I'm not probably answering the question. What do you think? Time management. I'm gonna say time management is one. What other skill? I mean, I can't say the basics. Literally, if you are, I think at this point in where I am right now, I'm thinking I figured out that I, as an entrepreneur in this space, I want to just figure out systems, like having a system for discovery calls, making sure that this part of discovery calls, I've got all the information, I've intrigued my potential clients, and then shifting them once they're then on board, the onboarding process. What is the onboarding process like? What does it entail? What contracts, what do I include on the contracts? And then once that's done, what is it like being my client? Like once the onboarding is done, everything's been processed, and I know that you're my set client, you're gonna give me this much per month, and etc. And as well, so yeah, it's just systems. You must find an order. I think, especially I'm speaking for myself, find an order, and that's something I'm trying to create, and I'm not too good on, because I'm used to just being a social media manager, and I was what is it? What do you call it? Where like I was working in a company and I just created content, had my monthly meetings with my client, and got paid every month. And all I had to do was also answer comments and messages, did the algorithm reading, there was a back and forth on content, do you approve or not, and then I was done. But now it's a bit different because I don't know how different it is, but I feel like it is different because now I have to also approach those people, so it's also like I have to do those, that section of trying to convince people and having a flow until I get to the end of where like, okay, you're my client now and this is how we're gonna work from now on. And I think it's just important to have a not a perfect but a good flowing system of your work and how you're gonna, from trying to convince a client to the book discovery call to basically the onboarding process, from the onboarding process to how this is going to be working from now on, you and I. And also as well setting time boundaries for yourself. So I don't really know if I answered that question, but it's just that that's where I am. I think, like I said again, systems. Trying to find a system. Yeah. Okay, guys, that is all. I hope that was insightful or not boring. I wish I had more energy for this video, but I feel like if I didn't do it, well, I'm very excited to also share a lot more knowledge on my field and my career. Maybe I'll also post tutorials. I don't know, I'm still brainstorming what I would do in long form sense. Please also follow my business accounts on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and most importantly LinkedIn. And if you're interested in any of my services, please WhatsApp me on this number over here, or I'll be putting the email address over here. And yeah, this is my business, guys. I'm building something. I'm very nervous. I hope you all enjoy. I hope the content I will put out from now on, it's still gonna be vlogs. I'm still gonna have vlogs. I'm still gonna have student vlogs. I'm still gonna have all the regular daily stuff. It's just that I'm trying to implement more, which is this part of my life now. It's an entrepreneur, and yeah, I think that'll be all today. Please subscribe. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel and give it a like, a huge thumbs up, and comment something nice or positive or neutral, but no bad stuff. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.